Antonio, how do you sum up your performance tonight?
Performance, I have to be honest, and I think maybe tonight the energy, the energy was really poor for us. And don't forget that it was the 12th games in a really short period. And the games that we played in the past was every game was really, really difficult, and we lost a lot of energy, mentally energy in Champions League and also in Premier League, physical energy. I think today, with our mind, with our heart, we arrived here with the will, with the desire to try to overcome the obstacle, and Nottingham Forest to win the game. And for this reason, honestly, if you ask me if I have to tell something of wrong about my players, I tell you not, because in this moment I have to only to tell thanks to my players, especially because they are players really tired. I try to manage the situation with the two midfielders, for example, with the Oberg and the first half and Betancourt the second half, because they were really tired to risk to have injuries. It was the same for Harry Kane, and Harry until this morning we waited to see if they could start or not. But in this situation, it was the only striker, for us. And for this reason, I repeat, I have only to tell thanks to my players for their availability that they showed me. Then, for sure, in our mind, in our heart, was the desire, to go ahead in this, also in this competition. But I think the difference was the energy. The energy tonight was really different between us and Nottingham Forest, yes.
You talked about Harry Kane there. Was he keen to start? There's been lots of talk about the World Cup coming up. Is that in his mind at all?
But other players, maybe. They could tell me, Coach, I'm tired, I don't want to play, I don't want to help the team. And instead, when I speak and I tell you that I have a group of players that before are men and then good players, because for this, another could be selfish. Could be selfish to think to himself, to tell, oh, but 1 week I have to play the World Cup. Why I have to risk? Instead, Harry Kane showed to be a really good man also, but not only him, because it was the same for Obier, it was the same for Rodrigo, for Betancourt, it was the same for Perisic. And Dyer is another player that is playing. He played a lot of games, but we faced a situation really bad about the injuries, and we arrived at the end really in difficulty. This is the truth. But now, and we have to try to rest, to recover energy. To good news, because Richarlison. I like him, the way that he came in and the effort that he made. They showed that he's totally recovered about the injuries. It was the same also for Deki. And I hope on Saturday to have this opportunity to start with them, to pick them in the start 11. Would be great for us, because I repeat, and on Saturday we have an important game. If we finish this cycle with the qualification in Champions League, and then with a good position on the table, in my opinion, could be really, really good. Could be well for everybody.
Antonio, did you say that you made a decision on Harry Kane this morning? Was there an injury problem with him? Was he just tired, or
No,
he was
tired.
wearing something on his arm?
No. Was a problem of tired, and he was really, really tired. And yesterday we had a soft training session, really soft, but at one point he stopped himself, and to recover energy. And but I repeat, it's okay. It's only fatigue, but it's normal because I replayed every game. But when you have a player like him, it's difficult, no, to decide that don't play with him. But in this situation, also if I wanted to start with another players, and it was really impossible because with the injury, Richarlison and Kulusevski, Lucas Moura from the start of the season, we are not having Lucas Moura from the start of the season. No one is telling about this. And then 2 weeks ago also Sonny, today honestly was really difficult, no? If Kane said me, coach, maybe it's better to doesn't start today because I risk a lot to have an injury. And but I repeat, and it's normal because what is happening in this period is really strange. In the future, I hope don't face another situation like this. But not only for, I think this is the thoughts of every coach, every manager. Then, for sure, if you have strong squad, no, and you can build a strong squad in the years, and we have just started to try to build a good squad, and then you can face much more better this situation with these injuries. For us, it was a bit difficult because I repeat, and many injuries at this moment. And to play the same players was a risk.
Can we just make a check on Pierre? How is he? Because obviously he's meant to be going to the World Cup. You substituted at half time.
But Pierre is another player that played every game. Every game.
Is he a doubt for the World Cup, Antonio? Or do you think he's just... Is he doubtful for the World Cup, or is he...
No, honestly. And
you called him out at half time as a precaution?
No, but I tried to manage the situation and to split the fatigue between Betancourt and Obiang.
Okay.
Because we are talking two players that played every game also. And only for this, he played the first half and Rodrigo played the second half. But I decided this with the players, and I repeat, in this moment, what I can tell to my players, to tell them thanks for their availability, because other players, selfish players, could think to ourselves to tell, coach, I have a problem here, or I'm not available, and instead they are thinking to Tottenham, and for this reason they are showing to be men, and for this reason. Tonight I am a bit disappointed because maybe for the will, for the desire, they deserved much more, no, to go out of this competition.
Last one, please. It's the 8th time in a row, I think, the team has failed to score in the first half. And also, I think it's the last 5 domestic games they've been 2-0 down. How do you turn that momentum around? How do you get them kind of starting games in a better fashion?
But we know, we have seen the situation, and in the last period, many times, no? Maybe this is the 7 games that we were down, no? We were 1-0 down, and in some games also 2-0 down. Yeah, I think that can happen, and I repeat, in this moment we have to be to stay and to find positive things, because if you go to see negative things, I think in one side, in the right moment is okay, but I think this is not the right moment, because the period is really tough, and they are losing a lot of energy, mental energy, physical energy, and they are losing a lot of things to be strong with my players. I prefer, I repeat, to analyze negative and positive situation, but I think it's better to underline especially the positive things in this moment. And now our target is to recover well, to be focused on Saturday, and to show, to be strong, and on Saturday also our fans has to play a really good part in the game, because they have to push us from the start until the end. Because I repeat, if we get a win and the 3 points, it means that we finish a really tough period with an important qualification Champions League, with a good position on the table, and I think this could be good for us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.